The most popular belief with life insurance is these policies are purchased by people who are married to ensure that their wife, children, husband, grandchildren, etc. have got some kind of a legacy left behind or are in a position to take care of bills in their absence. However, in my 21 years of working in the life insurance industry, my formative years, I can tell you, were working with clients who were in their early 20s. A lot of them were unmarried and had no children. The reasons that they purchased life insurance were to ensure that their families back home, their siblings, their parents, and anybody else who was dependent upon their income were in a position to take care of themselves in the event something happened to them as key breadwinners in the family. The other reasons that single people purchase life insurance have to do with potential tax liabilities that may arise from inheritance taxes. They've spent their lifetime creating an asset, whether they're married and have children or not, that asset is going to get passed down to somebody within their family. So the question thereafter is how easy can you make that asset to be transferred down? In case of inheritance taxes, in a country like UK, you could have as much as 40% of your estate taxed in the event of death and inheritance. The question then arises is where do your dependents receive that 40% of liquid cash to be able to inherit that portfolio that you've left behind for them? Another reason for single people to purchase life insurance have to do with the additional benefits that a life insurance policy can have. One of the key benefits over there is critical illness. Critical illness as a rider is usually an attachment onto a life insurance policy and can very rarely be purchased standalone. So one key reason for people to purchase a life insurance policy is to have that benefit of critical illness, which essentially take care of them during a recovery period from a critical condition. Most insurance companies cover between 11 to 35 critical illnesses. These would include some of the major ones like heart-related stuff, various kinds of cancers, any organ transplant, and a host of other major conditions. The purpose behind the payout of the critical illness rider benefit is to ensure that during the recovery period, you do not have to worry about expenditure, which is your regular monthly expenses or your annual expenses, and you don't have to worry about getting back to work without recovering completely. Another key reason for single people to consider purchasing life insurance is to secure some kind of financing. The policies are usually used as collateral against loans. Obviously, the reason to purchase the life insurance policy is not the life insurance policy itself, but the key over here is to get hold of that financing. This could be for a mortgage on a property that you think you're living in right now and you want to own. It could be some form of a loan to secure your business. Typically speaking, life insurance companies would issue that life insurance policy against that letter of credit given by a bank or a third-party lender, and this could then be used as a collateral to secure that loan. In the event of death, the life insurance company pays the assignee the life insurance payout, and there is no longer any debt available on the deceased person's life. As I mentioned earlier, in my formative years, I worked with a lot of people who were in their early 20s. I was in my early 20s, and it was just an easier target audience. And over the years, we've all gone through our life cycles. Some people have got married and some have not. Some have had kids and some have not. Some have started businesses and some continue to work as executives in organizations. The point I'm trying to make over here is that our situation changes. While there may not have been a reason to purchase a life insurance policy in your younger age, that situation has probably changed right now, where you now have dependents who are depending upon your income on a regular basis, and hence a life insurance policy as a plug could make a huge difference. Let me give you an example of a case study of one of my clients. When he first approached me to purchase life insurance, he was a single person running a successful business and had very little or no debt whatsoever. So the purpose behind purchasing the life insurance policy was really to have that large value critical illness cover in place, and it was a very selfish reason that if something ever happened to him, he as an individual needed to be taken care of. Fast forward 3 years from now, and he's a single father. He needs to take care of his son, and there is a need to provide for his son in the event something goes wrong. Needless to say, the moment that situation changed, he ended up purchasing additional life insurance coverage. The purpose behind this now was to ensure that in the event he was not around, there was enough liquidity to ensure that his son was taken care of. The point I'm trying to make is that our situation keeps changing, and being able to purchase this life insurance policy when you're younger on the grounds of good health and financials is a key thing.